man. They were like, can he have playtime with the other dogs? And I said, nope, he does not like other dogs. That's why he's wearing a giant basket muzzle. Got his big Hannibal Lecter face on, and I'm like, nope, he doesn't like other dogs. Nah, Talonflame. Talonflame's always scary, man. They come flying in. Like a wrecking ball. Getting tired. It has been a long and stressful however many hours it's been. It's been more than 24 at this point, but it's been long. It's been stressful. I feel like I aged a year. I also probably need to make some YouTube content. Because I would have done that this afternoon. This is what I would have done with the internet if I'd had any. I don't think he got that heal. I think he was out of range. You hate to see it. So, Synthesis has a pretty short range, especially compared to Cotton Guard that you get later. I think it's Cotton Guard. My lovely lady dumps your dumpies? You show us those dumpies, Skymane? What's up? So look at the range on this. It's not very big. So in the early game, when you got your little baby glossy fluor or whatever, remember that their healing range is kind of small. The range on Synthesis is actually shorter. Like, this is my auto attack range, and then this is my Synthesis range. See, auto attack has a longer range. So watch out for that. Me, who just learned what dumpies meant on Sunday. Hello, fellow kids. So the way I do my YouTube stuff, which might be different than other streamers, it really just depends, is I do not save the streams to my computer. Instead, oh my god, seriously. And we're both gonna die anyway, probably. I go into Twitch, where Twitch has the VOD stored, and Twitch has a feature called highlighting, where you can cut out chunks of a video, any size that you want, and then Twitch will save those as separate VODs. So if you go to my videos on my stream, you can see the games that are going to end up on YouTube because they get chunked out as highlights. And then I export those to YouTube. Twitch has a feature that lets you do that. Now, they didn't used to. In the past, you'd have had to download those highlights and then send them out to the tubes. But now you can upload them directly to Twitch or directly to YouTube. So I do that. And then when it's YouTube day, I go onto the tubes, fill in all the metadata, make the thumbnails in Photoshop, upload those, and then schedule them for release. So you cannot make highlights from mobile, nor can you export to YouTube from mobile, that I am aware of. Like from a phone. I have done it from a laptop, like at BlizzCon. I didn't have a laptop available to me, though, because Yard took it with him. But I have definitely had to tether a laptop to a phone Wi-Fi's. Make like a mobile hotspot from a phone. Trying to just grab as many of the bees as I can right now. He's 2 levels above me, so I cannot fight the other Eldegoss and win. But there's a chance I can get the last hit on the bees. Like right there! All of that for him was for naught, because I got the bee XP. I'm glad you turned in 4 though, buddy. That's really big. This is a little spooky right here, right now. Can't really stop this. A knockout with Cotton Cloud Crash always feels fun. Yeah! I think that right there just put us ahead in turn-in, in points. And we got Dreadnought, which is a good bit of XP. A lot happened there. My poor Switch was just like, ah! Are my teammates? Hi, buds. I just want to get you some. There you go. I used my last Unite move to knock out Snorlax. I don't know if you saw, but I crashed down on Snorlax. It's like, get out, Snorlax! I'm pretty sure it also healed a couple people, but if it didn't, I used it purely offensively. I wanted to fight that man. I just feel a special kind of way when you get a knockout with Cotton Cloud Crash. Like, it just hits different. It's kind of like landing a Sonya leap and getting a last hit that way. You just feel fierce. Farm, thank you for gifting Resme a sub. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, so you gotta remember that the Switch has less computing capabilities than some cell phones, right? It just... Yo, that buddy barrier just saved his life! You're welcome for the buddy barrier! But yeah, the Switch is not the most robust piece of hardware. Like... It do be that way. There is a reason why a lot of people predict that when this game comes out for mobile, playing it on tablets will be the optimal way to play it, because there are, even phones, but especially tablets, there are a few that are much thicker in stats than the Switch. Like, hands down, hands up. There's also, like, a reason people have been clamoring for a Switch Pro for so long. Because the Switch itself is just, like... So yeah, times when you see like screen freezes like that during like severe combat, that's just because it's a Switch. It's just a Switch. I don't think it has anything to do with it being made for kids' hands, because the Switch is rather large compared to most cell phones, and many, if not most, cell phones have like better processors and stuff than the Switch. Like, I think it's just because I don't want to say Nintendo doesn't care, But Nintendo doesn't prioritize performance. They just don't. There's not enough time for Zapdos anymore. Like, there's only 30 seconds. At this point, I would just go turn it in if you got it. I'm gonna do that right here. And now I'm gonna go back to the base. Goodbye, Snorlax! And now I'm gonna come over here. And like a Switch isn't even that cheap. I mean, it's cheaper than like an Xbox, certainly, but it's not like a Switch is super cheap and like you can just buy 10 of them and put them in your pockets. Like they're fairly expensive. I don't know what the reasoning is that the Switch has such not good specs, but just the way that it is. That was a game where we didn't actually do Zapdos at all, and I think that was a good call. We defended Zapdos to make sure that they didn't get it. They needed it, and we did. Like, if we look at the stats here, after there's, like, the Rotom, right, we were ahead. So when you're ahead, you don't need... Good night, Melker. Thank you for being here so very late or early. You don't need to force Zapdos. Because when you're ahead in the late game, all you have to do is not lose. So we defended Zapdos for a long time, very successfully. And then in the last, what was it, like 30, 45 seconds, a couple of us just ran and dunked and then went back and defended some more. And it was really, really good. It was really good. How many bands have you redeemed tonight? You're on a band roll. I wanted B, not X. Okay. You forgot to work out? I mean, I didn't either, to be fair. 1, 2, 3, 4,